welcome back. And here we are for the last opening of the year. Kind of sad about it, but that just means that we got 2024 to look forward to. But once again, SHTF has done it. They've sent us to us instead of a box, they've sent us an envelope. So, but there could be some good stuff in here. I don't know. That's what you get for having the basic box. So, and this should be our last basic level anyway, as I do fully plan on going back up to the advanced. So let's get into this and let's see what we got. And this is that Winchester truck stop knife we got from Gear Pack, which is still better than the garbage they sent me last month. So, but yeah, Gear Pack. Yeah. But all right, let's see what we got in here. Let me see if I can find our card. Well, nice. Does not seem to be a card this month either. So, all right. Well, let's just get in here. All right. So, we have the Trailblazer carabiner bungee cord, and I know this thing. It's got the carabiners, and I know this thing. I've seen this before. This is kind of cool. I don't have this particular one, but it's a very thick bungee cord. Secures better than traditional bungee cords. Sturdy metal carabiner on each end. Black heavy needle bungee cord. Weight capacity is 17.6 pounds. Variety of hand uses, and the overall length is 3 feet. So, I mean, a good bungee cord you can never go wrong with. And the carabiners, we'll definitely see. That's pretty good. All right. So, next up we have. Let's see what this is. We have some safety gloves. These are like the gloves you'll have in a restaurant. These are cut resistant gloves. So never a bad thing. Never a bad thing. Because if you are cutting stuff, you don't want to be gashing your fingers up. That's kind of there we go. So yeah, these are just those ones that are cut resistant. Shall we put it to the test? Hey, as I pull off my hand, it is gushing blood, right? Let's see here. No cuts. That's not bad. In 48 Ops, they put out some decent gear. So we do have some cut-resistant gloves. That'd be good if you're out, building something. And I mean, obviously, it's not gonna do anything against an axe or anything. But if you are, if you're out doing some bushcraft stuff, you have to build a shelter or something, and you're cutting you're making your tent pegs or something. It's not bad to put them on, because you definitely don't want to cut if you're out in a survival situation. All right, let's see here. What else we got here? Oh, and oh look, this is something that we got in. You know what? I'm not going to open this, but this is another one of those hanging tripods like what we got in Gear Pack. So this is something that, I mean, yeah, it's great to have, and it's got and it even has its own pouch here. So that's pretty good. But this is, I'll actually, when I upload this video, I'm going to put a picture of the one we got from Gear Pack a few months ago in the bushcraft box. I believe it was a bushcraft box. But that's pretty good, because then you can hang your gear over it while you're cooking. So we're not going with that. We'll save that for the giveaway. All right, let's see here. Oh, all right. And we got this before individually. Oh, this one is actually better than the one we got though. This one actually has a good lock on it, and it actually has a safety, so you can't actually close it all the way. You have to push it twice. But yeah, that's good. We're definitely gonna put this one to the test. And that is by Trailblazer. It's a multi-purpose folding saw. That's pretty good stuff. I'm gonna need the saw to make a saw, so that's pretty good. The double lock mechanism I like. That's a good safety feature. That's a pretty nice little saw there. And then let's see here. Last but not least, since there is no card this month, so I don't know what we would have gotten in the other ones, but that's all right. We do have something here from Black Legion. I'm sure this is going to be our knife. All right. Let's see what we got. Black Legion, hit and miss. They put out they give us some good knives, and others are not that good. Ah, okay. So we got a neck knife. All right, that's better than some of them they've given us. This one's actually got some good jimping on the back, wrapped in paracord. You got your three finger holes right there. It's kind of sharp. That's not bad. That's a nice little knife. I like that. That's a good EDC knife. The Kydeck sheath retention is decent. Alright, so I'm actually going to have to do a little research to find out the price on these since they did not send us a card this month. But that's okay because now I can't see what we missed with the advanced or the elite boxes. So, but next month I do fully plan on going back up to the advanced box, and we're going to do that for the full year. Everything that we're going to be subscribed to, we're going to do it for a full year, and we're going to build what we can out of it. But that's not bad. That's a very nice little EDC knife. You can carry that. You can put that in your back pocket. You can hide that one pretty nicely. You have a little bit of paracord there if you need it. There we are. All right. All right, so that's it. That rounds out our year. Again, this is gonna be our last. You know what? I'm actually not too upset with this box either. And it's just like if you watch my last one, the gear pack. The last few boxes, the gear pack has sent us. Well, I didn't get one of them because there was something wrong with my payment, and I don't even remember what it was. But it came with like a ceramic folding knife, and it was not a good box. And then we got the handy box, and the interview cube that came in that was corroded. They sent me another one. It was corroded. They said they're sending me something else that's going to have a higher value. We'll see. They said they don't know when it's going to get here, but that's good. And then we had this last box, the Go box, and they sent that. I mean, Kershaw, of all things from Kershaw, they sent us this little, polyethylene dagger, which is just, I mean, when you're sending me a tool, granted, I understand it doesn't have to be a knife, but that was just weak. And I mean, it's like if you look at like the stuff we get from the SHTF, we got these gloves, which we saw work, and so you got safety gloves. You have to protect your hands if you're in a survival situation. We got a camp. And granted, I already have this, but it's still nice. The camp cooking hanging tripod, and we're actually going to build our other one. Next year we're going to be setting that up. But that's nice, and that's going to go into the giveaway. We got a good folding saw here. I don't know how well it cuts, but it does have aggressive teeth. It has a nice rubberized handle, so it's not going to slip and it's wet. And it does have that safety locking feature so that you can't close it up in on yourself accidentally. So that looks like a decent saw. I'm not sure what kind of steel this is. But when we test the saw, we'll test it on a ferro rod as well, because it does have a nice spine on it. And then we got a carabiner bungee cord. And granted, whereas this might not be that exciting of an item, it's a lot more useful than a chamois that Gear Pack sent us. I mean, this has a lot more uses than that. And then last but not least, we did get, instead of getting that a polyethylene dagger, we actually got just a nice little, very highly concealable blade. That locks in nicely. So I mean, in this, like the Kershaw, the dagger didn't even come with a sheath or protector of any type. So all in all, I think that I've never been like 100% upset about the SHTF boxes. I know a lot of people, Bud K, they make fun of it, like, oh, that's just cheap gear and everything. And yeah, a lot of it is cheap and expensive gear, but I mean, if this saw works, and we paid $6 for this saw, You know, if you go out to like, you know, Family Dollar, you're going to pay $6 for a folding saw like this. So I don't think that the, you know, and you know, the double locking mechanism is a great safety feature. So it's not, I mean, and when you buy it like this, you're only paying $6. You're not paying the $10 that they're going to tell you you're going to pay for it in a store. So I think that overall, I think that going up to the advanced level on the SHTF next month is going to be good for us. I think that, you know, some of that additional two items that we get each month is really going to add to our overall survival preparedness when we move forward. Because the plan is next year we're going to have our SHTF, we're going to have our pocket box, we're going to have our gear pack, we're going to have, unfortunately, I wanted to get it out this year, but life happened, and so we're still going to do that massive opening, but it's probably going to be a couple weeks postponed, so probably the middle of January. I'm not making any promises yet, but we're definitely going to get it open because that's going to be kind of like the foundation for our whole year. And so, and then of course we're going to have our mystery tackle box so we can get some fishing items in and add to, you know, the overall aspect of everything. So, but this is more than likely, this is going to be the last video of 2023. So I'd really appreciate it if you do give us that thumbs up, even if you're just, you know, yeah, thank God it's the last video. I'm just playing. But, you know, consider giving me that thumbs up. Go ahead, and if you're not already subscribed to this, and this is the kind of thing you want to see more of, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let me know, hey, we want to see more. And hopefully going up to the advanced level, we're going to start seeing some, you know, some better, higher quality gear. Again, I don't know what the advanced or elite boxes were this month because they didn't send us a card. This is the first time we haven't gotten a card, so which is kind of upsetting. But I mean, hey, I can't fault it too much. And I mean, I have all the cards, so I can look back and say, okay, this is what it got. This is the prices. Then I can compare prices now to prices, you know, a year ago. But yeah, anyway, so. Last video, starting January 1st, we are going to be hitting the run phase of the channel. You know, in the military, we had the whole crawl, walk, run phase. That's, you know, kind of how we described it. You know, we crawl, we kind of learned it. Walk, we picked it up on our own. And run, it's like we are like at full speed ahead. And so 2024 is going to be full speed ahead. So, and I do mean that. I've got a very well planned out, methodical method to move this channel forward in a way that I think is not only going to be better for me as what I'm putting out for you, but for you, the viewers. It's going to be, you're going to be getting more out of my channel. It's not just going to be like, oh, let's see what he's opening up this month. No, we're going to see this stuff being used. We're going to put this saw to use next year. We're going to set up that camp tripod. And we're gonna use our knives to make the camp tripod, you know, legs. We're gonna be testing out the gear that we get. Maybe not 100% of it, but we're gonna be testing it out. And that's something else next year. I'm actually gonna be asking you, the viewers, what item in this you want to see put to the test. Do you want to see me use the saw? Do you want to see me use the hanging pot? You know, and so pretty much when I open up each box, whatever gets like the most, that's what I'm definitely going to test out. You know, and I'm gonna have we're gonna come up with a certain level of testing for each type of item. So if it's a knife, every knife that we test, we put to the same test for each knife. So now that being said, if it's a folding knife, we'll test the folding knives one way. If it's a sheath knife, we're gonna be testing the sheath knife the way that they're supposed, you know, in a good way that they'll be tested. So. But I want to come up with edges. You know, do they have the ability to throw sparks off a ferro rod? Will they baton? Will they feather? We're going to be testing all those stuffs when it comes to the knives. We're going to have like everything we test. We're going to put to the same test to each other, because by the end of the year, 2024, by the end of 2024, I want to have like the best knives that I get next year in that survival kit. So we'll have probably at least 24. We'll probably have at least 24 to 30 knives that we can check out and test up against each other. Maybe not, but we'll have at least 24 knives, I figure, that we can put up against each other. So And we're going to be looking for like the best folder as well as the best sheath knife. And that's the one that we're going to decide, because I do believe in redundancies. And obviously it's good to have two, but you know, we're going to have that. We're going to choose like the best sheath knife by the end of the year, and we're going to put them to the test. And then the best folding knife. So like I said, right now I think that this is probably the best folding knife that I got this year, is this Winchester. It's very nice. It's very smooth. It's very centered. It's like even when you close it, this is probably one of the most centered truck stop type knives I've seen. And usually when you put a gun manufacturer making a knife, they're usually not this good. So this is probably the best folder I got all year. And then as far as sheath knife, it's hard to say because we got so many, but I think it's probably, that would probably also be the Browning that we got, the Browning 814 that we also got from Gear Pack. So probably the two best knives I got last year were from Gear Pack, which is not surprising considering that a lot of the knives that CH Cadel's puts out are not the best knives, but there's still some good knives. We still got some good knives. We got that knockoff Mora. That's a decent knife. It's not great, but I mean, a Mora is a budget knife anyway. So, but that's our plan. And then we're going to look at all the gear we get, and hopefully we have enough by the end of the year to build a decent, well-rounded, well-thought-out, planned survival kit that we can get pretty much on a budget. Yeah, we're going to be spending a little bit of money, but when you consider that if you buy everything individually, we'll be saving some money. But anyway, this is it for the year. I hope you had a good year with me. I had fun. I have a lot of fun doing these videos. I'm not stopping. I'm only getting started, and next year we're going to bring more videos, more openings, more gear testing. We're going to have a lot of fun next year, and I'm going to be imparting with you a lot of knowledge that I've gained over years. You know, not only with scouting, but as well with the military. I'm going to be imparting a lot of my knowledge with you. And that way, it's like you can take the knowledge you need and you can leave the knowledge that you have or that you don't think is going to be useful for you. But we're going to be going into a lot of different fields and areas when it comes to survival as well as prepping. Anyway, this is Chris, Crazy Texan, Survival and Prepping. Have a good year. Have a very happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate, if I've missed it, I do apologize. Have great holidays, all of you. And thank you for those of you that have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. It keeps me going. We're almost up to 200. Next year, I know we're going to hit that 250 mark. So we are going to be having at least one giveaway. But I think next year, I think I can hit that coveted 1,000 level mark. So I'm looking forward to having 3 giveaways next year: 250, 500, and 1,000. What I'm going to do with those other giveaways, I don't know yet, but we're going to see. All right, until then, stay crazy, stay prepared, keep prepping. I know I said I was going to add the picture at the bottom, but I'm just going to add them here. These are the prices. And as you can see, each of these are a little bit more than $6. Like even if you got the buy one, get one free.